wrote this one after a conversation with Sydney, and it's called I Talk RP. I have been untying my tongue inside the walls of an empty house, in the hollow auditorium of my mouth, doctoring my language, bleaching my accent, spraying my dialect with tranquilizer, to dumb down the idealect of this black man, to break the barriers of black men who only speak with slang. I open my mouth, only to witness the drips of roots, rocks and rebellion. My saliva is an uprising, my speech is a slave mutiny. It's cruddy with the foreign footsteps of trade and immigration battling nations in my mouth. So the staccato rhythms in my very much learned RP enunciation is a war cry. It's the furniture in the film Out of Africa. Despite the white stuffed down my windpipe, I talk well, sometimes with an accent that's as chaotic as nappy hair. Fanatics that kink and flick with bat-paddled vowels and sounds, and I feel that society has made rules that dictate men of colour aren't allowed to speak well. As if Urban Dictionary was written for people of colour, and Oxford and Cambridge are for everyone else. That's something I've heard too much of. Try thesaurus. You're starting to repeat yourself. You know what? I've set the Queen's English aflame, glowing like a new cricket ball, bongo drums in my vowels, as well as the vibes from tribal anthems of Wakanda and the West Indies. Can't you smell the black male mutiny on my breath? That my mouth isn't just some colony, not some collectible, some European fetish fantasy. Scorched blaze in my esophagus. My life is an inferno. My life is an inferno, migrating across borders and continents, from the Gold Coast to Grenada to Jamaica to England. No private education can gentrify my language. So glow in the spit, shine, flow, going toe to toe with Jim Crow and Uncle Tom, fighting against Brexit, beacons and Windrush, char-grilled immigration policy. Behind my exterior, my mouth is a house lined with steel drums, and my tongue is the magic melodies of ska and soca. It's calypso from Barbados and Grenada. There's music in my melanin, in my talk. Tongue goes chip-chop like blades to sugar cane, raw culture, deep-fried vernacular, and stewed linguistics in Dutch pot, left to rot and decay for 400 years. Tongue stuck to the hip, afraid of the whip, hand motions and sound effects, colonial hieroglyphics hidden in messages. My RP is the building of Europe, Africa, and America. I'm not some stadium entertainer or athlete. There's a black anthem in my Adam's apple, and I will raise every voice and speak. Thank you.